Hey, what's going on, people? Today I'm just going to go through the binder of Flesh and Blood and the things that I've collected so far. This is mainly just going to be Majestics and rares and maybe anything else that I think is quite cool. So I've been collecting for probably about 3 months now. So yeah, the first one, Tales of Aria, is the Endless Winter, and this one's quite nice. So I'll just put that back in there and get the next one out, which is close by, which is Oak and Old. And that one's quite cool as well. So just going to flip over for the next couple of pages. These are all just sort of commons and rares. Oh, there's one here, which is the Ice Storm, and that one's quite cool as well. Very nice. So yeah, I've been predominantly trying to collect Tales of Aria and try and complete the sets, but it is quite difficult with obviously a limited amount of packs, and obviously it costs quite a bit of money to, you know, get these as well. So this is another one, Blossoming Spellblade, which is quite a nice one as well. It's not in a sleeve, probably because it just cost, you know, not too much. What else we got? Here we go, Fulminate. I don't think that one cost a lot either, which is not in a sleeve, but that one's pretty sweet as well. It does actually pay sometimes just to buy them separately, but so far I've literally just been buying packs. Exposed to the Elements, quite a nice one as well. Yeah, I've just been buying packs and trying my luck, really. What else we got on here? Nothing too much on there. The ones with the gaps are probably like the most expensive ones, which is, you know, hard to come by. Here we go, another Majestic. Tome of Harvest, which again is quite a nice one. I like the little bug in these thorns, I guess. A little stairway leading up to them, which looks quite dangerous. But yeah, I mean, it's been fun collecting them so far, and you know, I want to try and complete the set if I can. That'd be great. So yeah, these two are probably quite good. These is the rainbow foil in the Channel Lake Frigid, and a normal one. Probably around £8–9 maybe a bit less for that one. And then there's the extended art version where there's like a little cat just down here looking over the lake. That would have been a nice one to pull, but unfortunately not so lucky. Again, just more rares and commons on there. More rares and commons on there as well, so nothing too exciting. And the same for that one. Now this is where it gets a bit juicy. So I bought 3 random packs off someone, and I managed to pull this, which is in the Unlimited edition. And this is probably about £120–130, if you can get anyone to buy it, of course. But yeah, really nice card. I'm glad I pulled that one. I think that kind of spurred me on to get more. And that kind of wraps up the Tales of Aria one, all the good ones anyway. So just a couple of bonus ones that I got. So Beast Within, this is the HP. I think that's probably about £8. Again, nice looking card, and I quite like these white borders, but I haven't collected any of these yet so far. And then just another random one worth something is this rainbow foil. I don't think you can see it too well there. Let's get him out. That's a bit better. He's probably worth about £4. That's just common though, so nothing too exciting there, but worth keeping. Let's pop him back. And then that was the rest of it. All this stuff behind is just like Welcome to the Wraith. More HP cards. Yeah, so that's that binder there. Let's move on to the next one, see what we got. So this is the High Seas that recently came out. I bought 2 booster boxes, and the first one that I got, or the first best really good card I got, is this one, Cogworks Tinkerings. It was £100 when I first pulled it. It's gone down to about £60 now, which is unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. But again, still a nice pull, really nice. I'll let you have a look up at the actual binder itself here. So as you can see, just got some nice cool little cards. There's a Majestic there, which is the Palantir Aeronaut. That's quite a nice one. I like the artwork on that. And next to it, the Cogworks Dovetail. Again, pretty nice. Nothing else too exciting on that page. Let's have a look. So completed that side. Just one card missing here. And again, like usual, you know, you're probably best to buy 7 or 8 packs, but you know, that's really expensive, a really expensive hobby, especially if you're not making any money off it as well, and you're just trying to complete the sets. But I do one day want to try and collect all the cards. Maybe I'll have to buy them individual if I don't get them, or you know, every month or so just buy a couple of new ones. This is the nice one that I got here, Chowder Hearty Cook. That's gone down to about £30, I think. And again, just some more rares. A Majestic here, Big Game Trophy, which was nice. Again, nothing too spectacular on this one apart from there. Return Fire. That one's pretty cool. What else we got? Yep, so just again, more rares. Just commons on there. Anything nice on this one? Not really, nothing too exciting. Conqueror of the High Seas. This one is actually hollow foil, they call them, or you know, rainbow foil. With rainbow, get mixed up with Pokemon and stuff. And as you can see, that one's nice and shiny. I'll get them out here, let you have a closer look. Yeah, very nice. That one was like £100 to begin with on the day of release, and then there's shot down to 40 odd pounds. Might go down a bit more, or it might just steady away and stay at that price, who knows. But yeah, really excited when I pulled that one. And again, we've got a Loan Shark, which is quite nice, and a Tip the Barkeep. It's pretty good too. And again, just more rares and commons. Yeah, so just rares and commons. More rares and commons. So, and I think that may have been about it. Might have a few more Majestics. But again, nothing that's worth too much, I don't think. Yeah. So out of the other Pirate Gold pack, I got this Charter Course, which was quite nice to see. Yeah, and I think that is nearly about it. Maybe have some more. Platinum Amulet, which was worth a bit of something to begin with, and then dropped down. So again, yeah, 2 boxes, didn't do too bad. Could have been a bit better, but you know, it is what it is. It'd been nice to get the Fabled Platinum Amulet, the one that's worth probably about £800. That would have been sweet. Yeah, more rares and commons. Obviously the gold coins. What we got here? Undercover Acquisition, nice. Surface Shaking. Preach Modesty is not too much. This one's quite cool. Really like this one. This is just a normal one though. And then finally, Herald of Sekhem. And that was it. And then at the back here, what have I done? I think I've just, oh yeah, I think I've just put all the other rares and stuff that I sort of had just in the back here, just in case, you know, they were worth anything. But yeah, not too much really. Cool, so that is that binder. So that's my High Seas binder, which is quite cool. And then we're going to move on to this final binder that I've got, which is the Everfest. So Rolling Thunder there, nothing too great. Bravo star of the show, he's just a normal one. An Extended Art Pulverize, which was nice to pull. Nerves of Steel. And the Winds of Eternity. And I think another Extended Art, but that isn't worth too much, I don't think. Autumn Break Tide up there. Again, nothing too exciting in here, but another Extended Art Slice and Dice. Blood on Her Hands, that's quite cool artwork, quite like that one. And then yeah, just sort of more commons. Again, the ones that are missing are probably the ones that cost the most. I've got 2 of them, which is pretty good. So yeah, Scour, I really like that one, that's my favourite one. And a Cold Foil Kraken's Aether Vein, but again, not too much, I don't think. More commons. Majestic there. Shimmers of Silver. And Crown of Reflection. And a sneaky one there, which didn't realise I had that one. Going over. Fire Breathing, which is quite a nice one. Cash Out. Just more rares, and full page of rares there actually. What we got here? Nothing too exciting again, and again just more rares. Yeah, so that brings us to Uprising. So I bought 1 box of Uprising, and yeah, quite enjoyed opening this as well. You know, just getting some of the dragons, just trying to complete it. And obviously when there's more available and I have some spare money for it, I will get some more. But yeah, when you try and start collecting the whole batch of them, you know, it becomes quite difficult. So this is, I can't remember if this is Marvel or Fabled with the purple. But yeah, that one was quite nice. Not worth too much. Probably only worth £15 now or something. But again, it's always nice to pull something like this. Kind of makes you, you know, feel like you're getting a bit of money back or something. And it's not too guttering to waste too much money. Again, this is a hobby, so, you know, it's not like you can spend too much on them all the time. So let's just have a quick flick through this, see if we've got anything else. Commons, rares, commons. Yeah, more commons. Obviously we can fill those pages nice and easy. Got 4, which is quite a nice one. This one I quite like, even though that's only a rare. And we sort of go to the ice, which is quite nice. Freezing Point, that's quite a cool one. Yeah, so nothing too exciting in that box that I opened. And I did them all on shorts, so if you want to go and have a look at them, you can. Go into the channel, Double Strike. I don't know why, but that reminds me of the guy off Mortal Kombat, with the little thing that comes out of his hand. Scorpion, I think his name is. Tomes of Duplicity. Rainbow Foil. Oh, and this one's actually pretty decent. Erase Face. So yeah, overall not too bad. Didn't do too bad at all in that. And again, these are just, yeah, more commons and stuff right at the end. And that's pretty much it. So I do have another binder, and I did buy some Monarch cards, which I've still got to put into a binder. But yeah, that's just the kind of update on the binders that I've got so far. Hope you enjoyed listening in and seeing what I've got up to so far.